follow-up to my Speed Lead Unkillable video. We had released that video as an experiment for science. Then update 3.3 happens, and all of a sudden it threw the comp out of whack, and we don't know why. Okay, we don't know why. My Painkeeper, for some reason, her AI shifted, where she was supposed to be doing her A2, she would do her A1 instead. It took quite a while to figure that out. And it wasn't just necessarily my Painkeeper. There were people that had an Unkillable with Tower and Skullcrusher that were reporting the same issue, that all of a sudden, out of nowhere, their Unkillable comps just fell apart. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you what it looks like now and how we figured out the adjustment. So this ends up being a follow-up to the first Unkillable video that I showed. So let's get in. We are in Ultra Nightmare. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the same process we were doing before. We had 9 steps, but this time we're actually gonna continue through to round 3. We're gonna wanna make sure that Painkeeper ends up doing her A3 followed by her A2. After we do that, everything should be back in sync. So if anybody is struggling and notice that Painkeeper is acting a little wonky in Clan Boss compared to before, you might just have to manual through another couple extra steps. We figured that out thanks to my community, thanks to HG. We spent some time going through and trying to figure out where the disconnect was, and that's what we figured out was Painkeeper was acting strange. She wasn't using her A2 when she should have. She was using her A1 instead. We still don't know why. As I know, I'm not the only one that's dealing with this, and there still are people that have Tower Skullcrusher comps without Painkeeper that are having a similar issue. So let's start as usual is Maneater A3, Seeker A1, Painkeeper A3, Maneater we're going to go A2, and then Mom is just going to attack as normal. Next cycle through, Maneater A1. Seeker is going to go A2 followed by A1. Again, nothing different than what we were doing before. Painkeeper, we're going to make sure she does her Spectacular Sweep A2, and we can auto this if you want to continue through. But we still need to keep an eye and watch her, because now we're on round 2. When we get to turn 3, you're going to notice that we're going to end up stopping the auto. We're going to watch her attacks to make sure she attacks correctly. Okay? So everything is going through as it should. Maneater does Unkillable. Turn 3. Seeker attacks. Painkeeper does A3, which is good. That's what we want her to do. Maneater. Mom. Seeker. Now, usually stop here just to make sure we stop in time. Seeker did A2 followed by A1. We're going to go back to Painkeeper. We want to make sure she does her A2, her Spectacular Sweep, so we keep it in line A3, A2. Now, if we hit auto, we should be all set now. And they should continue on as they have before with no issues. And nothing should be out of sequence or anything unusual in here. And this wasn't happening before the update, okay? What ends up happening here, and we don't know why, is we're gonna see that Painkeeper, she's supposed to be doing her A3, A2, and A1. Oh my goodness, chat, thank you. Ancient Goat just wanted to be in the video. Thank you, guys. You can spam your goats in the channel. Go right ahead. Was the issue because of Painkeeper? You know, I don't want to necessarily say it was Painkeeper because there's people that have Tower and Skullcrusher having a same issue. So we can't figure it out. We don't know if the AI was changed or if the clan boss was changed. Oh my goodness, my chats. Oh my goodness. Chat, chat, go ahead and spam your screaming goats. Go right ahead. Go ahead and spam the screaming goats. Watch and see what she does. All right, they look like they're good. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much. Hey, guys, and that's a hype train. Thank you so very much. Mwah, I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. All right, guys. It looks like It looks like they're okay and they're back in sync. The band's back together, which is, again, bizarre. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for gifting some subs. Hey, Sturm gives us some to Pilot. Thank you so very, very much, you guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And Highway Go, thank you so much for 4 months. In sync, guys, we got the band back together. A3. Oh my gosh, party time! Murloc house party! Hey! Here come the backup dancers! Hey! Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Now that was a Murloc house party. Oh my gosh, Outsider gives us such a Sir Thanks a lot, guys. Hey, thank you. Thank you very, very much. Mwah. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, exclamation mark UK. This is the speed lead Unkillable for Science with Mother Superior as the speed lead. What we were trying to do was, yesterday after the update, I went from 18 to 21 mil a key down to 4. A couple times in a row, with nothing changed that I did. And after doing this multiple times on the channel and we took clips and tried to kind of dissect what the issue was, HG finally figured out that it was Painkeeper that it actually changed her sequence. And I want to say from 2 days ago when I did the video to yesterday, I made no changes on any of these guys, like none. So the Queen of the King family, that is correct. Hey, shout out to Mrs. King. Yep, thanks you guys. Can we get some goat screams in the channel? Goat screams. All right, so they did 19 mil. Here we go, guys. We're back to normal. Normally, right now, this comp does per key about 18 to 21 mil. So now it looks like we are back to normal, which is good. It definitely took quite a bit of time to figure out where the disconnect is. And truthfully, we still don't know, which is why I went through the steps in the beginning that if you're also struggling, if you have a Painkeeper in your Unkillable comp and you can't figure out where the issue is, maybe, at least for me, it was her AI just acting differently than it did before the update. So I hope that this helped you out. If you did notice any other changes in your clan boss after update 3.3, definitely leave me some comments down below.